OK, now children as young as 7 are set to receive careers advice in primary schools as part of a government strategy to raise aspirations and to help break down barriers to social mobility. Ed Balls, the Secretary of State for Children, Schools and Families, has said that radical change is needed, and this means starting younger. However, teachers are concerned that the proposals could stifle imagination or narrow children's options too soon. So what do we think? I mean, 7 is incredibly young, isn't it, to be talking careers advice?
They do make me laugh, though. They've only just come out with a new thing that says now actually children shouldn't go to school until they're 6. I wish they'd make up.
Yes, but by 7 they should know what they want to do for the rest of their life.
Hello, little boy. Your first day at school. Are you going to be a Prime Minister or what? Having said that, though, I am a great believer in people having aspirations and should feel that they can actually be so, you know, they can cross whatever their class system, whatever it is that you're supposed to do. And I had a fantastic... I think probably everybody gets one decent teacher. Not when I was 7, mind you, but I mean, I wanted to be a vet when I was 7, and then I wanted to be a horse rider, jumper, like Pat Smythe. You won't remember this, young people, but she was a bit like an actress on a horse, really, I suppose. But I had a geography teacher who was the only person in my school, and she's dead now, God rest her soul, who took me up to Nottingham to audition because she knew I wanted to be an actress. And I think that's what we need in schools, is we don't want teachers, if you do say, I'm going to be Prime Minister, to go, yes, thank you very much, little Joey, go away and sit down, you know, you're a nobody. You don't need that. You do need people to inspire you.
You need a champion,
on that level, I think it's right.
Absolutely, but 7 is incredible. I mean, we had careers advice at school, but not at 7, and this was in secondary school. And I had, you know, somebody who really should have been, well, not paid for that kind of work, because I was told, you know, I sat down and I said, I'd like to be a writer, I want to be a journalist, and they said...
At 7?
No, in secondary school. So I was like 12, 13. But I had an idea about what I wanted to do, and I had the grades to support it, and I was told to be a typist and not have ideas above my station.
Well, they did used to be like that. I mean, I don't remember getting any careers advice, and look what's happened.
But do you know what? I mean, and also...
But I didn't, certainly at 7, I mean, it was the furthest thing from my mind, work. It just seemed like so far away. All I wanted to do was
should be,
grow
you're
up
a kid.
and be a kid. But then I did actually, at one point, want to be a bus conductor. And that's the only aspiration I remember, apart from the fact that I wanted to work. And I only wanted to be a bus conductor because on the old buses, you used to have the pole, and me and my sister used to like swinging around it, and you weren't allowed. That was it, I'm a lazy pole dancer. But you weren't allowed to do that. So I thought, right, if I'm a bus conductor, I can do that all I want, and I can tell kids not to do it. But I did actually, when I was at school, all I wanted to do was work. I needed to go to work. I needed money. I wanted to earn money and go out and buy clothes.
And if they're 7 years old, and you know, I do remember little children do go, I want to be a train driver, I want to be a nurse, I want to be... If they're dismissed at that point, why not encourage them? Why not say, yes, you can be anything you want? You know,
they change their mind the next day.
Yeah, but they do, but as long as it's there to be had, and there are so many children from families who have given up, say, where the parents have given up, who would say, just, you know, you're not going to get anywhere. At least if you go to school and told you can go anywhere you want, I mean, that's what... The only thing I liked about America, really, frankly, is that you can be anything you want in America. You know, it is not impossible.
And you need that attitude with kids. I mean, obviously, a 7-year-old doesn't have fixed ideas about what they want to become, but they should be encouraged to believe they could be anything they want to be. Well, they could land on the moon, they could run the country. Why not? Someone's got to.
Well...
We've got to be realistic as well.
Well, yes, but I've got a 7-year-old, haven't I? And let me sit him down tonight, then, and say, Jakey, look at Mummy. Have a little chat. Let's talk about your career. You know what he's going to say? Can I have a bag of crisps? I mean, that is 7-year-old. It's ridiculous. He wants to be something different every day as well. And you know what?
Today?
Today is Westlife. He wants to be in Westlife.
Oh,
he wants to be in Westlife. That's fine. He can be in Westlife. Boys, wait for him.
I'll tell you what, though, all this money they're spending on a careers advice, it would be quite nice if they could channel some of it into teaching kids how to read and write properly at the age of 7. That's
a good idea.
How novel. That might get them a little bit further in life. What do you think?